I just started the intermission. I think Brian is currently like punching someone to death in his room, but I think he'll be
okay.
right back in a second.
I'm trying to get a window open. One of my windows, the storm window's stuck.
Just punch the window out. You can fix it tomorrow.
I can't afford it.
Hugh to Balazar to Hugh's door. Be like, just bust it down. You can fix it tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be such a good animation. Like it's
like a time lapse of just the inside of Hugh's room, and the door keeps on getting knocked down, and people like it's like a King of the Hill opening. But
it's like, who could be knocking at my door?
One second, I gotta set up a crosswind.
Hugh, I need batteries.
Batteries for what?
The Nintendo Wii.
Humorous. We're out of AA's.
Have you tried going to the Dollar General?
No.
You
I
need
was banned from that store.
You were banned from the Dollar General. Well, have you tried Staples?
Are you male or female? Male.
Humorous. I said I need batteries, not Staples.
No, you can buy batteries at Staples. I mean, you can buy chairs at Staples. The Staples is just the name of the store.
Why did they name their store after Staples if they do not sell staples?
Well, why do they call it the Home Depot, but you can buy things for outside?
This is an excellent question.
Look, basically, just go to the dollar store and get some batteries if you need them.
Bresson
Wait,
is out of batteries.
Genius idea.
What do you mean Bresson's out of batteries? I went down there the other day and I saw batteries.
Someone bought them all.
Who bought all the batteries?
Who bought all the batteries?
It was me.
What
well, there you go.
He did the monster mash.
I ate the batteries.
Oh, when did you get here?
Aren't you dead?
I was always dead.
Dang. That's rough, buddy.
What I missed?
We're
just having a bit about
batteries.
having a bit about Home Depot and batteries.
Batteries?
What is this bit?
Anybody got fan comments?
Oh yes, yeah.
No, not this fucking shit again.
There's one for Balazar.
Oh no.
Here we go. I'm pulling up the Patreon.
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you so fucking bad.
Robert Child says, Balazar, you tend to drink a lot. What is Balazar's favorite alcoholic beverage?
Whiskey.
There you go, Robert Child.
This has been answered. I believe this was answered at one point before.
Oh,
what kind
man.
of whiskey?
Huh?
What kind of whiskey?
Whatever is available.
This next one is from, let's see.
Godskin Apostle.
Nah. This next one is from
Oh no.
David Green.
Oh no.
He asked, Bug Vungus.
Oh.
You tend to scream a lot. What is your favorite monster to scream at? It's kind of a weird question.
Very interesting question to ask. Probably.
What is Bugs like?
Watches me in the woods every night.
Oh, okay. Robert is here.
Wait, do you mean in game? Oh fuck! His Chipotle's here. I mean, if we're talking about in game, I think my favorite monster is probably like, is it in 5e? You know, in 4e how they have like the Lord of Worms. He's like the right hand man of one of the main like demons.
Mm.
I'll look him 1 sec. Let me find him. I've wanted to use him, but he's like level 100. Like I wanted to use him back when we played 4th edition, like literally 10 years ago. Well, 6 years ago, right? 5 years ago. Joe, 5 or 6 years ago is when we played when we started. 4th
Oh
edition.
god, thick shift?
Yeah, that's like 6 years ago.
Oh wow. Really?
I was talking to Zach. Yeah, that was literally like 6 years ago.
Oh my god.
Because think we're out of high
Thinks
school.
I'm
and that was
crazy
middle
now,
school.
probably.
Yeah. So yeah, it's probably either the Skinwalker. If we're talking real monsters, it's the Skinwalker that I see watching me. Can you not see him? Oh God, he's over there. But if it's in game, it's probably I don't even know if he's in 5th edition, but like the Lord of Worms or whatever. I'll find it right.
I forgot the fork!
Zach, Zach, buddy.
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on at a flash.
I'm looking up 4th edition like D&D monsters, and I got an Elden Ring boss guide.
Fork acquired. Oh, I'm not Stephen Arnoli.
Steven?
What?
I'm not Doctor. Alright, so last we left off, there's the whole treant fight where everybody got tramped between the rocks. And there were certain characters that will not be mentioned that were made with not the best decision making. Except Salami, he was good. And
I like
Eric.
Salami.
Uh-huh.
I really liked Adolf Treatler.
I'm gonna fucking.
That was a pretty cool guy.
Please don't fucking.
God damn it.
And you continue on the path up the mountain towards some sort of creature that's been stealing Bresson's,
Described it as a large, shiny bird.
yeah, some sort of large shiny bird.
I stand by my assessment that it is an F-15C Strike Eagle.
Sorry, can you say that again?
I stand by my assessment that this is likely an F-15 Strike Eagle, and we are
Okay.
all going to fucking die.
Right. You hear like a screaming through the air and like a whistle.
Oh no.
Oh no, I was right.
Balzar, you start having flashbacks to being mortared with firebombs.
Oh no.
Medieval mortar.
I mean, I'm sure if you loaded a trebuchet with the right kind of stones, it would probably make a whistling noise when it went through the air.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yeah, definitely. Put holes in it.
Get it going fast enough.
As you kind of walk through the forest, you see the flora, some like rounded plants, a lot of trees that are fallen over, logs that have become old, and like new trees have grown on top of them. And the path becomes like thinner and thinner, and there's little pockets of like open clearing every now and again.
Can we tell
What
if
is-
we're going up or down the mountain?
The path seems to wind up the mountain.
Hmm.
Not going directly up, like in a straight line, because it's too steep to do that. but it like kind of zigzags back and forth. For little bits, it seems to kind of climb with the mountain, going left and right, in like this sort of staggered staircase that takes the place over hundreds of feet. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
Everyone remember to take deep breaths as we climb.
Why?
Why?
The high altitude can get to your head.
Bug.
I
Stop
didn't
breathing
like
like
that.
that. We're not that
Oh, yeah.
high.
I don't like deep breaths.
Isn't that only on the really tall mountain?
Yes, which is why we don't need to worry about it. We're not that high up. We can breathe fine.
I mean, he is a professor. He's pretty smart.
In this
Maybe he-
circumstance, he's a moron.
I guess that is wise.
Farron, how many mountains have you climbed?
I have climbed halfway up one before.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, don't want to really default you.
I was once hired to do a analysis of a certain rare creature up in the mountains.
What kind of creature?
It's called the common Dracus.
I
A
guess.
Dracus?
Yes.
Can Bug try to recall what a Dracus is?
Yeah, sure.
What would you call that?
Do a intelligence and a wisdom.
Boing.
I was hoping for a 1 with wisdom.
You've never, like, actually heard of this creature in, like, academia. But you know there are stories of a Dracus. It kind of reminds you of, like, maybe a mythical dragon, just from the few stories you know.
I mean, I've heard stories about them, but I didn't think they were, like, real.
Yes, the university sent me north to see if there was some sort of monster in the mountain, like the locals were saying. And I was excited to see if I truly would get to see a dragon up close, but this was no dragon, just a big dumb lizard.
Cool? So, like a basilisk?
No. It couldn't turn you to stone or anything. It was just a lizard, quite large one.
Was it interesting?
Not really. I was forced to write a report on it, though.
How many pages?
If I remember right, it was around 45. They wanted to know everything about it.
Wow. I'm kind of just surprised that it's a real thing.
Balzar, as you're kind of walking, leading the way, your eye is caught by kind of a depression in the path, and you look towards the depression left off of, sorry, not on the path, but left of the path, and it goes down to a ditch, and it seems to be a subterranean opening.
You mean a cave?
Yes. It seems to be like a very kind of small opening, just big enough for a person. The like rocks etch out and are pointed very sharply.
Is this cave like man-made?
Do a intelligence check.
Do
Also,
sorry, you go.
what was that reaction, Zach?
It was maybe
Yes.
die.
Do the rest of us see this too, or is it just Balzar?
If Balzar tells everyone. Otherwise, no.
Does anyone else see the cave?
Oh, now I do.
Bug kind of squints. What time is it?
It is getting darker.
Yeah, Bug kind of has to squint a little.
Yeah, it looks like something.
It does not resemble anything man-made. But it doesn't look overly natural either. It's like a mixed state.
Can't tell if this is a cave or some sort of dig site.
Well, no time like the present. Remember the last time we went somewhere cool and for an adventure we found a mushroom man? Let's go!
The last time we went somewhere cool. You'll have to be more specific than that, Bug.
Bug's walking towards the cave entrance.
Let's
And
go!
he's not this thing anymore. Let's
Uh,
go.
I want to meet another mushroom man.
I thought we were supposed to be hunting down that monster. Do we
Well,
really
we
have
can
time
stop
for
in
a
here.
detour?
We can talk to the mushroom man.
Balasar's gonna. Can Balasar tell about what time it is?
It is. You think about 5 o'clock in the spring.
What's the exact time?
In the afternoon or in the morning? Because we just
In the afternoon.
We just woke up.
Oh, I thought you'd been
For a while.
traveling.
Assumed we had been
Yeah,
traveling
no-
for a bit.
We woke
yeah,
up
we've
and
been-
then fought the funny treant.
We woke up, fought the funny tree man, and then we started walking. So I
Yeah, so
assume
we've
we
been
have been
walking
walking
for a little
quite
bit.
a while.
Sorry if I haven't described the time dilation.
It's
You're chill.
fine. We usually just
That
assume
just
we've been
feels
traveling.
right
Mhm.
around
I
that
mean-
time.
Like, the start of the session's always the weirdest for descriptions. That's chill.
Actually, Hugh, it is getting a bit late, and the sun will likely be setting soon. So maybe we should set up camp.
Yeah, next to the mushroom man.
We don't know that there's a mushroom.
Or we
There's
could
always
set
one.
up in the cave. There's always an option.
We should be careful, though. Most
What if this?
wild animals of the larger capacity seem to nest within such caves.
What if the monster we're looking for is in here, huh? We can get him.
That is a good
I-
point.
Don't think it would be in there, Bug.
This is
I don't
around where those lumberjacks said they saw it.
Yes, but they describe it as a fly. They described it as a sort of bird. What kind of bird lives in a cave?
A dragon.
That's not a bird.
People are stupid.
They taste like bird.
People think I'm a goblin.
You aren't?
So why wouldn't they
No,
think a bird's
Bug,
a
they
dragon or
didn't
dragon's
call
a
you-
bird?
Bug, we've talked about this. They didn't call you a goblin. They called you a gremlin.
They called me a creature.
You are a creature, Bug.
In
That's
Elvish,
not
we have
funny,
a
man.
word. La creatura.
Yeah,
It
that doesn't
is.
make me feel better.
It is honorable. You should take it with pride.
That just means creature, you know.
Shh. Be quiet.
What
Can we just-
language is that?
Elvish.
Can we just please go into the cave?
Does everyone go into the cave?
Yeah,
Don't
sure.
lead the way, Bug.
Balasar will go first.
Fine, I won't lead the way.
You enter and it becomes dark almost immediately.
Light!
You cast light.
Light!
Okay. Kind of explain what you do.
I just kind of put my hands out and, for, like glowing balls of light just kind of, like, poof. And kind of just, like, spread. I'll make them go, like, 40 feet in front, but leave one behind, like, every so often. So there's kind of like a line going into the cave,
Okay.
so we can see.
Who is going in first?
Bug let a couple people pass, so probably
Balasar
Balazar first,
was taking point.
Okay.
then probably Farron, then
Yeah.
Bug, then Hugh, then Pierre.
Okay. You kind of first notice that there's like this almost sand on the bottom of the floor. It's a very fine, like, kind of powder. And as you go deeper into the cave, there are parts that open up and get more cramped. And then there's a kind of particularly tricky, cramped section. That is like down at a like 80-degree angle, and you have to climb kind of precariously, like through a small squeeze.
Nutty Putty Cave.
Can we please go whatever way is the least taxing? We walked for a while today.
Until you get to the bottom, and there's like another chamber, and it like really opens up, and you like look around. And Balazar, can you do a perception check?
Sure thing. $13.
You kind of notice that the ground has like a little spring, like a natural spring running through it. And it goes from one side of the cave to the other. And there's just more of this like weird sand on the ground. And the room is like probably 20 feet across in like a circular pattern, not perfectly circular, but it's like a rounded shape.
I'm gonna kneel down and like pick up some of the sand with my
Balasar's
gloves and see if I can tell what it is.
Balasar is actually going to attempt to do the same.
Do an intelligence check with advantage.
Who?
Both of you, since you're working together.
I guess just let one of them do it then, right? Isn't it? Or I thought advantage was like they both do it, but it's just one person.
I'm fine with it. I don't care anymore. Balzar, you can't make ends of like what this stuff is, but Farron, you immediately, like, a thought pops into your head, and you look up, and looking back at you is several hundred pairs of eyes.
Oh no.
All kind of small, but they all are like hanging from the ceiling as you see a few hundred to 1,000 bats.
Oh no.
Be very quiet. Do not want to disturb our friends upstairs.
Friends upstairs.
What do you
Oh
mean?
my fucking.
Balzar, do a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
You almost shout, and then you, like, whisper.
What the?
We're in a
What are you guys
cave.
looking
What do
at?
you expect?
And
No, I wasn't expecting.
Farron, you realize
any of
that
them.
the sand is guano, or bat poop.
Farron's gonna start to very gently take some steps back, and I'm just gonna whisper, "We need to leave right now.
Why do we need to leave?
Just trust me this once." And
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way towards the entrance of the cave.
Balasar is going to follow behind him.
I guess
Be
I'm
very quiet.
We shouldn't have
This is
came in here in the first place. Come on, Bug. Be careful with your egg.
When you make your way back towards the entrance, you see sitting underneath, like a rock that you didn't like that was like kind of a ledge that you step on. A skeleton of a kind of humanoid creature.
Oh.
And he
Wow.
seems to have like some very old belongings.
Can Bug scour this man?
I'm just gonna keep going towards the entrance.
Can Balasar withhold the Bug from scouring this man for all his formerly worldly possessions?
Listen, I can do this quietly. I'm an expert. What if I can gain some insight?
In the cave he died. There's your insight. Let's go.
We need to hurry. We are stepping on a bomb.
If you say
Bomb?
what?
Just keep moving. I'll explain when we're out.
Okay, let's go.
Um,
Fine. I won't take his head.
as you try to climb up, it's actually like it seems like harder to get up than it was to get down. Can you do a dexterity check, Fair?
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of scramble, you can't really make your way up. Like your hands and arms, like as they're clutching the sharp cave, like kind of rocks, they like kind of get scratched, and it's kind of painful.
Hmm.
Can we see him doing
Um,
that?
Yeah.
He was gonna try and get close to Farron and kind of like heft him up over on the ledge.
Can you do a strength check?
Yes. Let me do it. 24.
You basically just shove Farron on top of the rock, and he like stops scrambling and kind of holds on.
Are you alright up there?
Yes, just stay quiet.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
I'm fine.
Alright, good. Alright, who's next?
I think I can make my way up on my own.
Bug try to scramble.
You
Did
know,
I
do a
get
dex
to-
check.
Did I get to the top?
No. You got to like another ledge, and there's like more up ahead. But you're unable to make your kind of way up.
The egg is kind of cumbersome.
I can hold it if you want to try again.
You kind
Yeah.
of. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
You kind of notice, like on the skeleton, there's like a journal on the ground that spilled out of his bag.
Hey, guys, you noticed when I was rooting around in that skeleton, look, he dropped a journal on the ground.
It's best
very
not to mess
curious.
with someone's
Not.
belongings. It's very
What
What if it
rude.
had, but what if it could help us? What he would want to help us, because he didn't get any help of his own.
Is there anything that could start a fire?
My sword catches fire if I pull it out.
Don't pull out your sword, or we're all dead.
I mean, I
You
kind of
understand me?
commanded. I
I
will
mean-
not pull out my sword.
I'm carrying bottles of flame oil and I breathe fucking lightning, so
Hey,
It's
Farron.
powder. Yes.
And he kind of reaches his hands up to be pulled up.
Oh yeah, sure.
Do a strength check and a dex check. Strength check on Farron.
Nope.
Don't mind that.
Farron, you try to pull Hugh up, and he's much heavier than you thought with his armor.
What armor?
Oh, sorry. Never mind. He's much heavier and fat than you realize.
He has
Uh,
actual, literal fat
fucking-
now. He's not
fucking
fat, he just
rude.
has fat now.
And like it like you almost like throw out your back trying to lift him up because you're just doing it wrong. Like you're lifting with your back and not your knees. Just from the angle.
It's okay. I'll let everyone go and I'll try again later. Thanks.
I will start to climb my way up even more.
Can you do another dex check? You, it's like almost the same as on the first one. Like you try to climb up and scramble, but it's not like you need another boost.
Yeah. Hmm.
I guess Balasar will try and make his way up the first ledge now.
Do a dex check.
22.
Again, you try to scramble, and you can't make your way up. But Hugh like kind of gives you a push, and you make your way up.
Okay, Balasar is going to turn and try and like extend his hand down so he can try and pull you up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Get Bug first. Get Bug first.
Bug,
What?
get over here.
While this is going on, I'm going to pull out a bottle and uncork it and just kind of like scoop it on the ground to get some of the guano in it.
Okay.
Bug is going to uncork a bottle from his bag and drink it.
Okay.
It is a potion of Lightfoot.
Oh, okay.
Sneak advantage for the next hour and a half.
Okay.
He's had it forever, so I assume it's skunked at this point. I've had it since I believe kind of heirloom. I've had this potion for a while.
Okay.
Hopefully you shaked it before.
I mean, Bug knows how to drink a potion.
It seems moldy, but you definitely feel like
Severed heads that are mold. I know.
There is
it's
mold
still
already
gross.
inside
That's
of him.
fair.
Your like footsteps become quieter.
Can Bug try to get the journal really quick before Bowser helps him up?
Yeah, sure.
How close is it?
It's like just underneath the ledge. Like you are standing next to the skeleton.
Yeah. So Bug's gonna quickly reach down, scoop it up, throw it into his bag really quick, and then reach for Bowser's hand.
Okay.
Trying to make sure the egg is okay.
Do a a dex check, and then Hugh a strength.
But
Bowser wasn't it
Balasar is
Bowser?
the one pulling him up, not
Oh, sorry.
Hugh.
Bowser.
Yeah, Hugh's still on the ground.
Bug.
Bowser like pulls a bug up by his hand. And Hugh kind of behind, also pushing, I assume.
Just the same.
Some dope rolls. A lot of
Okay.
eights. Look how many eights I've done recently.
Next is me, I guess.
No.
I can help.
Sorry, I've been putting on extra pounds being at the temple for so long.
Right.
Can Balasar try and like grab his arm before he starts sliding back down?
Yeah, do a strength check.
Is Bug close enough where like after he starts to get him up a little bit, Bug can clasp on?
Yeah. But it doesn't help much as Balazar pulls him up. Just by himself, pretty much.
I'm helping.
Okay. There's now like 5 people on this like one ledge, and it's very crowded.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys remember, but like in gym class when the rope was between the 2 boxes and everybody had to be on one box.
Yeah.
It's like that. And it's like there's like no space between you guys, and there's like the edge of the step, pretty much.
What's the next ledge up or the next place?
It's like a alternating staircase. So
like witch's stairs, where it's like one step and then another one's higher and then higher.
yeah, except they're taller than like Balazar.
Oh, okay.
In like kind of like this natural cave formation.
This cave appears to be a natural formation.
Yeah.
I had
Um,
to say it.
who's going next? We should probably get someone up ahead before we can get more people here. We can't really fit more. I think I should probably go up next because you guys can help pull people, and I can help pull people up from the next one.
I think Balazar should go.
And move
I can
over.
help with you.
No, I'm fine. You guys get up and I'll come in after you. He's just gonna take a look at the like the skeleton on the ground. What kind of like expression does it have?
Bone.
It has no facial muscles.
Its jaw has disconnected because it's been here so long that the connective tissue has degraded.
What is left?
So it's just
does it
the
have arms left?
Yeah, but they're on the ground. Like, its skull is only resting on its rib cage, like, but you could kick it and it would like fall apart.
He's gonna kind of like grab the arms and cross them across the skeleton's chest as like a sign of respect. You know, like laying someone to rest.
What part of the arm?
Uh,
Because
just
they're
like-
all separate pieces.
Oh well, then I will meticulously form them together to look like that. I didn't know they were all apart.
Yeah, all the connective tissue has fallen apart except for the ribs, which are still connected. So the head just sits like really low on the rib cage, and its like hips are inside its like chest cavity. Femur and like legs are like sprawled out. Feet are still kind of together, but like all in separate pieces.
While he's waiting his turn, he's going to be forming them to look somewhat decent.
Okay.
Hey,
I
Hugh.
guess Balasar will attempt to make his way up to the second ledge.
All right. Do a dex check.
Hugh, does that skeleton have any climbing gear on him that you can see?
I'm not rummaging through his stuff.
Balazar, you try to climb up and like are starting to scramble like you did on the first one.
Balasar will take a step back and he's going to try and see if there are any obvious like places where he can place his hands.
It doesn't look like it. The like, it's like pretty vertical. It's just the steps, really.
This is a problem.
Has the jump one refreshed? It refreshes, I believe, is it every day?
I'm pretty sure it's at will. It's a yeah. You
Oh.
just do it whenever you want.
Balzar, do you think the jump wand would help?
The jump wand?
Remember the funny purple goo I put down? The pink goo everywhere, and then you
I
jump on the
mean-
rock?
I suppose that would work.
Do you think it'll be dangerous? Because, like, if you don't think it's worth the risk, I don't know.
Well, the only risk I remember, the only risk we've been informed of is something that could light a fire, so
Hey, this stuff isn't flammable. I don't think it's magic. But, like, not that kind of magic.
place it.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Is there enough room, like, where it won't force everyone else to jump, and he can just, like, put it right where Balzar can then step?
Doesn't it make like a 5x5 line or something?
It's
I
It-
believe,
it's the funny Portal 2 jump gel.
Oh,
yeah, it's jump spell. It does the jump spell.
okay. Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Like, if you point it directly at your feet.
I figured, like, you know how, like, with a gardening hose, you can get it, like, if you point it close enough, you can kind of do it, like, at a smaller radius?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm thinking, like, something the size of a doormat, where, like, people can step onto it and jump, so it's a little safer.
You are touching like each other, so if you do
Yeah.
that, you kind of assume that people next to you will also jump.
Alright, let's see. This is, problematic. Farron, do you want to jump with him?
I can try, I guess.
Alright,
And Bug kind of motions for the two of them to kind of crowd together, so Bug can stay kind of on the ledge. With Pierre, did Pierre get up? No, he was still down, isn't he?
Pierre's up.
He is up. Okay, so Pierre and Bug, I would assume, would try to like get to one side, and the other two would get to the other, so Bug can put some jump stuff down for those two.
Okay.
Dex
And
check.
then
Yes, do a dex check. Everybody jumping.
Okay.
Yay.
Yo, one more than 8.
Valta, I had to type a novel real quick.
I fucked up on the spelling, okay?
Dexterity.
Who else
I
is
actually,
Bug? Are you jumping as well, or?
No, Bug kind of assumed that him and Pierre would stay down.
Oh, okay. Balzar and Farron, you both like have to like scramble on the ledge. And Pierre like pushes you from behind. And you both make it to the top.
Nice.
Like towards that like thinner like squeeze at like an 80-degree angle up.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Can we see what is up next?
It seems to be just that tight squeeze up, and then you're out. Like you can see
okay.
daylight bouncing
Okay.
into the cave a little bit from there.
All right. Pierre, do you want to try to help Hugh up?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna safeguard this egg.
I'm still on the lowest level. Has everyone gone to the
Yes.
top?
Pierre and Bug are on the first level. Everyone else is on the second level.
13.
And Bug, you're helping.
Yeah, if without risking the egg, like one arm.
Yeah, sure.
Output.
Do a strength check. You pull with all your might, and like
Bug's been getting some gains.
you like make it up, but unfortunately, Pierre and Bug are not able to pull you up.
Oh, I see. Do I fall back down?
Yeah, just on your feet. It wasn't too far.
Let me see.
You guys can go ahead. As long as you guys can do it, I can worm my way out.
Why don't I just pass you the wand? You think you know how to use it, the jump goo?
No, you guys go ahead. I'll try and climb up a little bit more slowly. And he's gonna try and slowly grab at loose, jagged bits to try and start climbing up.
Oh wait, do you still have those slippers of spider climb on you, Hugh?
Oh, no, I got rid of those.
Oh, I don't think we have the same shoe size.
Eh.
Wait, why am I not wearing those?
And Bug's gonna pull shoes out of his bag and put them on.
All the same.
You put them on, and immediately you can just climb up the wall and get out.
I actually probably can pull you up easier and I can get some leverage.
And Bug's gonna walk down the wall slightly to Hugh.
Make a dex check, Hugh.
13.
Oh, okay. And Bug a strength check. And can you do another one?
Which one of us?
Bug. So unfortunately, Bug is not able to seem like reach tall enough. Like he can just kind of push on your shoes, Hugh. To kind of like try to push you up, but it's just not working.
It's fine. You guys can go ahead. Like I said, I'll get out eventually. You just try and help Pierre. He's gonna have a little bit harder time.
I mean, I just want you to be safe. I'll be back for you in a little bit, okay?
Can Belisar see how far of a drop it is from where he is down to Hugh's position?
You're on the top layer, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's probably about 13 feet.
Oh. Belisar will reach into his pack and pull out his length of rope.
He does love his length.
Okay.
And
Belisar loves rope.
he's just going to take one end of it, wrap it around his hand and forearm, and then he's going to toss the rest of it over.
Okay. Hugh, do you grab onto the rope and try to start to climb up?
Do I see the rope?
I mean, Belisar.
I would assume you would hear it.
He angled it so
And
that
there's
it
light.
kind of like whacked Humorous in the head as it fell.
Okay.
Bug's like, ow!
Egg breaks.
No,
I could actually hear the terror.
I have mending.
21
Uh,
to try up the wall one more time.
Can
Can you actually do a athletics check? Because strength is kind of over time. I mean, like rope climbing without.
17.
Okay. And Balzar, can you do a?
I was going up the wall one more time.
Oh.
I haven't grabbed the rope yet.
Oh, you're unable to kind of climb up.
Okay, well then the athletic 17.
Yeah. Balzar, do a athletics check as well.
There, like anywhere on the rocks where I can use my free hand to kind of grab and hold myself in position.
Yeah, you can kind of like lock your arm in the like crevice above where you squeezed through, like holding on with kind of your forearm and like hand, like gripping the stone.
Belisar will do that to try and give himself just that little bit of leverage to make it easier on himself.
Okay, but now you're holding it with one hand.
Well, the rope was wrapped around his.
Oh, okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. Yeah, do athletics.
A winch.
Hugh, you start climbing up, kind of like the opposite of rappelling. Like you grab onto the rope with two hands, kind of put your feet into the wall and like climb up. Not so much climbing the wall as climbing the rope and just using your legs to like kind of push yourself up. And you make it up to the top and like you put your arms like over the cliff ledge. And it's like pretty cramped there. So you can't climb up all the way, but you're hanging like off the edge.
He was gonna look down to Bug and Pierre and kind of shake his foot down to someone to grab on and try and climb up him.
Oh.
Hey, Pierre, you can have this one.
And Bug's gonna walk to the side onto the wall, like just try to walk out of the way.
I'm gonna just try to climb up to the very top. Just
You climb up and out. Or are you on the second layer? Wait,
I'm on
are you
the
on the
third layer. Third layer.
Oh, you're on the top. Okay. Yeah, you're out of the cave.
Oh, okay.
While Bug is like on that layer, trying to stay out of everyone's way, can he pull out the journal and look at it?
Yeah.
Kind of flip through it while everyone else is busy.
You start to read through it. And the first pages are like Expedition 003 into the mountain. And it kind of describes this person's journey. They were with a group of people out on an expedition to kind of figure out what's in the mountain. And it seems like they're from the college of Elsmira. And you keep flipping through it, and they find this cave. And I'm going to leave it right there while I go back to everyone else.
Cool.
I had to look at something before I try to do that.
This is the final boss area. We found it too early.
we didn't have a stone sword key. Bingo.
Yeah.
Was that 10 seconds?
Yes,
Pretty
I
sure it's
I
second.
just marked
Oh.
it.
Well, is it really an awkward silence, or is it just me
Not
figuring
really.
out what I'm doing?
I don't consider.
I'm
I don't
choosing to
consider-
believe it as any silence
Yeah.
for
Okay.
10 seconds.
I'm busy
Um,
looking at maidenless gifts.
Humorous. Looking at Pierre, he looks extremely fat.
Well, I didn't need a
Aw.
descriptor. I already knew that one.
Looking at Pierre, he looks fucking stupid. He looks like
and
an idiot.
it looks like he might not have the upper body strength, and you might not have the upper body strength to climb each other. But and then Pierre like looks at it, he's like, are you sure about this? I might be able to use the jump thing, and he points to the ground with the repulsion.
I didn't even see that. Go ahead and try it.
Whee! And the Pierre jumps all the way up to the top. And like kind of like climbs his way up and out. As everyone else kind of also climbs out, I assume.
Yeah, Bug's just kind of walking.
Humorous, can you do a stealth check?
19.
And you like the tight squeeze at the top at an 80-degree angle. Like you step on like a piece of rock that's like flaky, and like you feel it start to come loose, and before it will fall, like you don't put your full weight on it, and like climb out of the cave.
So I'm still hanging there, but if I move,
No,
that
no, no,
rock's gonna
no, no.
fall, or
No, you climbed out of the cave.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah.
when a rock climber.
You
feels
almost
like-
fell, yeah.
Yeah, when a rock climber feels a loose rock they're about to hold on to, and they pick another one instead.
All right, everyone is out of the cave, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually get like out of the cave, like
Yeah.
back on the road.
Okay.
As they're walking, as he's walking up, Balasar is like coiling the rope up again.
Yeah.
Shove it back in his bag.
Bug fungus.
Bug, you continue to read his journal.
Yeah, it's what I did have it in one hand open with my like my thumb in the spine.
Your thumb, yeah. And you start to like read it more and more. And it starts to describe like I was with my group and I climbed down into this cave. When we tried to climb out, I could push everyone else up and out, but I couldn't climb up and they couldn't pull me up. So now I'm trapped here in a room full of bats and guano.
Those are some old fucking bats.
Man,
The same bats have been hanging there for 30 years.
Ryan, they're not the
Fungus.
same bat.
No, that's
I-
bug
I
fungus.
Bug
know.
fungus.
That's what Bug thinks. Bug goes,
Damn, those are some old fucking bats.
Bug thinks the same bats have been hanging there for 30 years, like they're a prop, like a fucking
Right.
decoration. Any other fun things?
It seems to go on this researcher's spiral of depression, like going through the 5 stages of grief until he accepts that he writes kind of with his last like ounces of strength as he starves to death after trying to eat like bats and things like his just will to like accept death, and like stops, the entry stops.
Can Bug look? Bug will internalize this about it later. But right now, can Bug flip like before all this to try to figure out if this guy had seen any strange birds in the area, or does it not start then?
Yeah, you can like look through it. I think this is a good time for a break, as I'm gonna go eat dinner.
All right.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do right before the break?
Can I motion for everyone to get very far away from the cave?
Yeah, you all get far away.
As he does that, Balastar's like he's got one of the fire bottles in his hand and he's looking from the bottle to the cave entrance, back to the bottle, and back to the cave entrance.
Seeing that, Farron will go hide behind a tree. Toss away.
Do you not want to do that? I feel like what? why is it
Balastar Balastar hears Farron, turns, look, and gets the biggest shit-eating grin on his face as he lights the fuse and tosses
cut.
it as hard as he can down the tunnel.
And
cut.
intermission.
Yeah,
Intermission.
As he throws it, Balastar will like dive for the ground and cover his head.
Okay.
Hugh just watches the
Bug-
bottle whiz past his head as he's walking
No,
out down
Balastar
through there.
waited for you to get out.
We all kind of moved over, but yeah, I imagine that
Yeah.
like, Bug and Hugh are closer to the cave than everyone else. Like,
All right,
bugs are
I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
This is great.
Alright, have fun.
I waited for you fuckers to get away from the cave. He's not insane.